Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is video number 2 and today is going to be a Sephora slash Ulta haul. And the exciting thing is I went yesterday to Sephora and to Ulta. I went to Ulta first and it was my first time ever going to Ulta. Talk about overwhelmed, kid in a candy store, little kid on Christmas morning. That's exactly how it was for me. It was amazing. So I am going to jump right in and let's get started. So I got two acne face. I got a daily foam cleanser. Oh, sorry about that. I got a daily foam cleanser and I got a brightening peel off mask. This is a brand that I had never heard of, and it is formula 10.0.6. Best Face Forward is the daily foaming cleanser, and Get Your Glow On is the brightening peel off mask. Okay, so pretty self-explanatory. Clean your face with this one. It's got passion fruit and green tea in it, and the mask has papaya and citrus on it. Now, I've never used masks before. I use cleansers. I use, different creams and wipes, like the makeup wipes, all that, but I've never used a mask. So I'm excited to try it because, as I had said in my last video, I get really bad acne around my chin and jawline. Like, I have several here. This one's, for the most part, it's covered up pretty well, but it's pretty prominent when I don't have makeup on, so I don't know what that's all about. So I'm excited to try these. If you guys have tried them before, if you like them, if there's different ones you recommend, just leave your comments down below. All right, the next thing I got was something that I didn't know even existed. So I am not tan. Not hard to tell. My chest, you can see, not tan. My face has makeup on it. My hands, arms, not tan. Just not me. I like being out in the sun. I should be out in the sun more. I know it's not the healthiest. It's better than being in the tanning bed, which I used to use the tanning bed at least once, if not twice a day, when we had one, when I was in high school. But anyways, why I'm telling you that is because I use bronzers. Well, I've been using more liquid foundation, and I'm finding that the powder bronzer is making me look muddy and kind of dirty, and I really don't like that, and I don't think anybody would. So I found a liquid bronzer. Did not know it existed. That is why you go to Ulta and you talk to the associates, because they know everything. So this is by Benefit, and again, this is a brand that I knew nothing about until I got into YouTube. It is called Sunbeam, and it essentially looks like nail polish. So it's in this little bottle. They also have a liquid highlighter and liquid blush, which was a little funky looking. So let me see. So just like you're painting your nails, you just glide it on. And the lady that I went to talk to and ask about this was a lot darker and more tan than I am. And I was a little worried because it only comes in one shade. But once you blend it in, and she said you can use your beauty blender, your kabuki brush, any foundation brush that you do use, your hands. It is just the most perfect, which I know is a little hard to see with the contrast of the computer. It is beautiful. I haven't tried it yet today, but I'm definitely going to try it. And I think it's going to look and work amazing. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about the whole muddiness thing anymore. So, last but not least, I got a couple of Smashbox products. Now, Smashbox is something that I was aware of. I've seen them, seen their products at Sephora for years. But because I was never really into makeup, I mean, it was kind of silly to me to buy, $30, $40 foundation or primers or anything really, because I was like, I can buy that, wherever. So they had two consultants there that worked for Sephora, who were very, very helpful. So I talked to them a lot about their products. And last month I got a sample, which was about that size. It was probably 2 inches tall or so, of the Photo Finish primer water. Loved it. Put it on, after I cleaned and moisturized, but I didn't do it throughout the day because of my oily skin. Well, one of the representatives said she had the exact same problem, and she uses it all throughout the day, never has an issue with the oil. So I was like, that's awesome. That's what I need. Like sometimes even though you have oily skin, and I sweat a lot, your face can still feel like you are just standing in the sun and you're hot and it needs some hydration. So that is perfect. So, I'm going to show you the 3 items that I bought, and you'll notice that the Smashbox primer water is not with these items, but I will explain. So the 3 that I bought are the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Cream. Okay. This is a broad spectrum, and it's an SPF of 35. So this is in the color light. Yes, light. Okay. So just like that. The second item I bought is the High Definition Concealer, which I've used concealers before, but again, not until I got into tutorials and reading about tricks and tips did I really start using concealers. Primers too, but concealers, because this is a concealer. So this is in the shade Fair/Light. It looks exactly like the Maybelline concealer, which is funny, but it comes in this little tube. And I've heard such good reviews and just such good things about this on YouTube by several of the people that I subscribe to and watch every time they put up a video. And last but not least, I got the Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And this is oil-free, so that is perfect because I don't need any extra oil. And this is a sample size. One of the consultants went and got it for me and, was telling me that the benefits of it and, what they thought of it and that they used it. And so she gave me, it's still in its plastic, but she gave me just a drop, on my hand, and I smoothed it in. It was like liquid gold. It was so smooth and so moisturizing. It was like the best lotion I've ever used times 1,000. That's how good it felt just on my hand. So I can only imagine how wonderful it's going to feel going on my skin and sitting on my skin underneath my foundation. So I'm really excited about using that. And then, so those are the items that I bought. And then I did get 2 samples with the Smashbox purchases. If you bought 2 or more Smashbox if you bought 2 or more Smashbox products, you got a sample. So I got a lipstick, and this has a little paper. The lipstick comes in Posy Pink, and it is this shade. And I'm not a lipstick person at all, but it's a pretty color. I think it'll go well. It's not anything like bam, especially for someone who doesn't wear lipstick. It almost it's just a little bit darker than my lip shade. So, or my natural lip shade. So I don't think it'll be a big issue. And then it comes with a lip gloss, and that comes in Pink Lady. But it's not pink. It's very brown peach. It's got some shimmer in it, which I don't mind. But there's no pink in it. So it's not Pink Lady, it's Peachy Lady. But it's very pretty, and I think the two will go together. They'll complement each other well, I believe. Um, yes, so after 2 hours, I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it was a lot to take in. The salon they had there, the brow bar, just everything. I was just like walking around like, oh, I've heard of that on YouTube and I've seen that on the internet, but I'd never seen the products in person before. So I just had fun being there and taking it all in. And I will definitely be going back. We're getting one about 30 minutes away come fall. The one that I went to yesterday is closer to about at least 45 minutes away from where I live, depending on traffic. So hopefully, the one that's coming to Harrisonburg will be just as amazing. So on to Sephora. I only got 4 products there as well. Oh no, I got 6 at, okay, I can't count. Anyways, at Sephora, I got one of their eyeshadows. I've been to Sephora a dozen times and I've always bought other brands. I've never bought anything Sephora. But last week, somebody brought my mom an eyeshadow that was Sephora, and it was, what was it called? Something corset. So corset. No, it was something corset. It was a gold, shimmery color. It was very pretty. So I didn't really think I needed anything at Sephora, but I wanted to go because I was in Charlottesville just while I was over there. Why not go? So I went in there and I was like, well, let me look at their eyeshadows and see what they have, see how much they are. So I got this color, and it is, it's a glitter, or considered a glitter eyeshadow, and it is Let's Dance, and it's a N47. It's very brown. It's got the taupe to it, and then the glitter galore. So there it is on my finger, if you can see it. Very bronzy, very brown. I think it's just going to be a great shade in addition to all my other ones, because this is the color that I wear when I wear eyeshadow. Like today I just have on eyeliner and mascara, but this is the type of color that I go for when I do put on a full face of makeup. The next thing I bought is Dolce & Gabbana. Never owned anything Dolce & Gabbana. No D&G for me, but it is just a roller tube, glass tube of perfume. And I wish that I had the adjectives to tell you how wonderful, adjective 1, how this smells or what it smells like. I can't even describe it to you. It just smells wonderful. Like I could sit here and hold it at my nose all day and I'd be happy. Like that's just all there is to it. I'd be happy. So I probably will go back and get the full bottle because I like it that much, but I'd never, had it before. And so, the rollers weren't that expensive. And I was like, let me just buy a roller and make sure I do like the entire thing. Some of them can dilute down when you use them more, or once you get closer to the end, they smell different. So I was like, let me just buy a roller and see, what I think of it. And the last 2 items. So this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and this is the this is the Urban Decay Slick Makeup Setting Spray in the oil control. Now, the story behind these two. I bought both of these at Ulta. This was $32. This was $30. Well, at Sephora, this was $16 and this was $14. What does that equal? $30. So I paid $30 for both of these when at Ulta, this was $30 by itself. So, not a rocket scientist, but it doesn't take one to say, hey, that's a little fishy. So I bought these at Sephora and I ended up taking the other two back to Ulta. And that is probably one of my biggest fears, maybe, if you want to call it that. I hate returning things. Like if I buy something, expect like clothes or something, and they don't fit or I don't like the way they look because I didn't want to try them on that day at the store, they just stay in the closet. Absolutely hate returning things. But they were pricey, so I was like, I have to return them. It makes no sense not to. So that's what I did. So, yes, that, I know it wasn't a lot. My checkbook thought, or my banking account thought it was a lot, but I was a little overwhelmed going into Ulta. I didn't realize how much stuff the store carried and the different brands. When you walk in, to the right it's the high end and the left is more the drugstore, the salons in the back, there's a brow bar. Like it's Christmas morning every day when you walk in there. Like that's what it has to feel like every time you walk in there, because I know for the first time walking in there I was like singing jingle bells to myself because it was just that amazing. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed and I will see you guys next time. Bye.